And hello and welcome to AleksTabletops MTG Study session 113. My name is Alex and this is the second part of this session. Yeah, so couple of things that we need to kind of quickly check out, so give me a couple of minutes to do that. I tried to do this like before, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. So the first thing that we need to do is I wanted to add a new extension. Like I wanted to try a different extension, but unfortunately we can't, because Deck Hub is basically kind of used in an overlay and we're not going to be able to choose it. So let's just try to add a different type of extension, like wait a sec, I want to find and launch the different extension, because we need to learn how to use the freaking extensions. Why not? It's a good thing to do, because I kind of want to provide different things. Okay, give me a sec. Yeah, hopefully stream actually works fine in thing. Check this out. I'm not hearing myself. Stream actually works fine in. Check this out. I'm not hearing myself. Yep, I'm hearing myself. Cool. So yeah, couple of secs. Yeah, we giving away the keys. Definitely we are. Hi there, Liebe or Liebe or Liebe1, maybe Liebe1. Yeah, we are definitely giving away the keys. Let me open a giveaway queue, and we're giving away keys pretty quickly. I mean, since there's no viewers yet, like, we're giving away keys whoever comes first, and then I'm just going to pick a winner and whisper. So yeah, I'm going to open giveaway and type MTGACGA to join and become a participant, and like in a couple of minutes I'm basically going to give away the key. Yeah, no, I'm not a random streaming, yeah, I'm not streaming random. For now I'm just trying to, I'm streaming daily, usually. Thanks for the follow, Libe1, very much appreciated. Yeah, I'm streaming constantly, like daily. I'm going to stream daily at some point. For now I'm streaming Magic only 2 times a week, regularly on Tuesdays in English and on Fridays in Russian. But yeah, I'm kind of streaming constantly. So the only problem right now, I'm trying to change an extension. For now I have an extension with the Deck Hub, but I want to add a different extension and make sure that we're going to have 2 extensions at the same time. Oh yeah, that way. Random stream key. Yeah, I get that one. Random stream key. Yeah, again, if you want a key, again, type MTGACGA to join, and I'm going to pick a winner, and you're probably going to win because you're the only one here for now. So, for Magic Arena. And then, of course, we're going to play Singleton. For now, we are kind of, let's just right away pay some price, choose our Seekers, the Singleton deck. This is a Planeswalker deck. Again, you can check this deck in an extension of the Deck Hub. Maybe it's not necessarily a perfect time to do that. Yeah, type this. Wait a sec. I need to reopen. Type this right here in chat, basically. MTG. Oh no! Wait a minute. No. Oh no! I'm new to this. I'm rarely giving away things, so wait a sec. Not MTG Arena. Here it is. MTG ACG. Yep. So yeah, basically type this, exclamation point, MTG ACG, then you go to enter the giveaway queue, and I'm going to pick a winner. I actually added myself there. I don't need it. Yeah, hopefully. I can't remove myself, unfortunately. Let's just pick a winner, and hopefully it's not going to be me. Because it's kind of an interesting thing. Hopefully it's actually not going to be me, because I already have a key. Yep, you won out of 2. Good. So yeah, I guess you won right away, and let's just let's just give away the key. Oh damn it. I'm so freaking newbie in these stuff when it comes down to the streams. I mean, I'm streaming for about like 9 months or even more, but I'm rarely interacting with people. Usually I'm just going into the like monologue mode and talking to myself and whatever non-stop. And when it comes down to interactions, I still have to adjust, and it's pretty weird. Yeah, so I'm going to whisper you a key. Hopefully you will be able to kind of accept my whisper. Hopefully you don't have a restrictions on whispers. It's an easiest way to do, so let's just do this. And after this we will continue, go and work. Work? No, play. So here you are. And whisper. Okay, this is the one key. Da 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 da. Have a good time to play the game. Or have fun playing Magic Arena. Cool. So yeah, we give away 1 key right at the beginning of the session. Awesome, 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 awesome. We left with 7 keys now. Yeah, which is cool. 7 keys left to give away. Yeah, let's just not change extension today. I'm not feeling it. Let's just go and play, because we wasted a lot of time on trying to switch those extensions and etc. So it's kind of a weird thing. It's not right. It has to be. It's a completely new key. Maybe you entered it with a... Let's check. CDB. Try it another time. If it's not going to work, let me check quickly. I might type it in the wrong way, but it's actually not the case. But still, in case I actually type it the wrong way. I type it on stream. Oh, you need to type it inside of the game. I mean, if you want to play Magic Arena, basically, I'm giving away the keys for this game, and if you want to play it, you have to, of course, download it, you have to install it, you have to register the account on the actual site, in order to play it. Then you have to launch the game and enter this key inside of the game itself. So this is basically how it works. Because maybe you just like confused the way. What is this? Thinking Pillage. Oh, I remember we already played against this player. I remember Pillage. Oh snap, we're not getting right lands. This is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh. You just get confused. Sometimes it happens. Oh, you don't need a key. Okay, cool. I thought that you actually want to play the game and whatever, so... But still cool, cool. It's completely fine. I'm going to, though, keep you as a possible... Yeah, bye. Thanks for stopping by. So good, now we have two colors that we need. So isolated chapel, mountain, so we have two needed colors, which is a good thing. So either way, we give away the keys. Key, it wasn't needed, so that means that we might reuse it later, which is cool. Okay, so we're getting everything that we need, but the thing is, right now, we need to choose what we are going to stall from the opponent. So this basically adds a lot of mana to the opponents, but allows to spend this mana only on the kicker spells. This already worked. If I'm going to stall something, I'm probably going to stall this druid, because it's pretty annoying. But at the same time, if we would stall something, we would stall something that can attack. But it doesn't matter, it's actually a singleton, so opponent has only one copy of each. That means that we're just going to steal 2/2. That's kind of it. So we able to go and look at the deck in the Duck Hub. So yep, Singleton RPG, it's fine. I'm still going to try to switch extensions in a free time. Okay, now we have Ungrath and we have this. So this costs 3. We probably should actually steal it, like right away, with Ungrath. Or we could put this one in play. Let's for now, let's just put a Scarab God in order to have some type of defender. And next turn we will use Ungrath and we're going to steal 2/2. This is kind of going to be the thing. Skibbity pop boom. I need to close you away. Allow entries, reset, yes. Yeah, perhaps next time when people will come and ask for the keys, I need to say what type of keys we're giving away, because sometimes it's probably not going to be given. Okay, so go with -2 and steal. Okay, we can't steal that one. We're going to steal 2/2. Or not. Yeah, we actually will. Let's just go steal 2/2. Less mana for the opponent to gain. Yeah, and I will continue to try to search for this thing. Prevent all damage that would be dealt. It doesn't matter though. Oh, hexproof. Damn it, that was pretty cool. Nice. This is the first time that I'm seeing that person uses hexproof to prevent target for the Planeswalker. This is interesting. This is interesting. Oh no! Scorpion! You're not seeing this, but it actually under the card. It's so freaking funny. Ugh. Ugh. That was so freaking weird. Oh no! We're actually going to lose Ungraft. This is a bad thing. I probably shouldn't go with -3 previously. Probably should go with An opponent probably has buff and it's going to kill my Scarab God. Nope, there's no buff there, which is cool. Again, I'm still thinking on putting another extension. I already registered this extension, but I never tested it, and the only way to test it is during the stream. I kind of want to test Deckmaster at this point, and people told me that you're able to use Deckmaster in conjunction with the Deck Hub, so like they're not conflicting. But right now what I'm seeing is they are conflicting. The only way that I guess they're not going to conflict, if I'm going to choose something as an overlay and something as a component overlay. And since Deckmaster can be placed only as an overlay and Deck Hub might be placed as a component, maybe this is the thing that we need to do. So you kind of have to be able to have only one overlay. Okay, go with creatures for now. I kind of super distracted, the opponent is impatient, so since we have pretty big creature, let's just go with +2. We'll gain 5 lives and we're not going to attack. For now we're going to stay in block. I don't know what opponent has there, so... And while we're playing, I'm also going to search for a Deckmaster. Search for a library for the basic land card, put that card in shuffle your library, and you get 2 energy counters. Okay then, so... By the way, what's with the sound? Yep, sound is super not present. We need to could put it back. I'm kind of super distracted by putting this back. Okay, check the sound. I will still try to do that though. I'm already in the game. I'll try to change this extension right away. It's a shame that we don't have any zombies. 2 mana of any color. So right now what I'm thinking stealing away to 2. Producing Dino. Yeah, let's just steal away to 2 at this point. And hopefully at some point we will get... I could steal it away later, but again, we don't know what opponent will do. Ideally I would probably keep it for later on something bigger. But again, it's not going to be a problem once we will put Splendor in play. Once Splendor enters in play, we're done. I mean, opponent's creatures will become 1/1. And no matter what type of big creatures are there, I don't even know what type of deck it is though. Right now, I have 0 answers for that. So, opponent has a lot of damage preventers, but not allowed to use it because not enough mana. Also, it's not going to work for damage preventer. So, we're still not going to attack yet, so for now, skipping, because again, we need to keep blocker 4, obviously. And yeah, while the game is progressing, I will continue to try to search for a games. Wizards of the Coast. I have only one game here. Deckmaster. Okay, launch Deckmaster. Yep, we'll launch Deckmaster. Oh snap, flying creature 6/4. Okay, this is something that we would probably stall, but no. Let's hope that we're going to have enough mana now to place this one in play. No, not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need 8. So next turn is going to be the thing. So in order to force this flying creature to attack opponent and not us, or Planeswalker and not us, I guess we need to go with +2. Because it's going to have 7 and it kind of a pretty interesting thing. Oh, it has 7, it needs to be destroyed. We attack with 6, whatever. So it's kind of the idea. We're not going to be able to block 6/4, although it has pretty interesting ability. They want to return it to its owner's hand. Okay, opponent has a lot of energy counters to actually return it back, which is pretty interesting. So that means that we're not going to be able to kill it anyway. Again, hopefully we will get next turn a land, and it will allows us to use Splendor and the whole idea in this. Please give us a land. Yes, and we're not going to be... No, it's going to enter tapped. Damn it. It's so freaking bad. I mean... Let's just continue to gain life for now.
Their strength is your strength.
5 life is a good thing. So yeah, next turn 100%, we're going to put this one in play, unless opponent will force us to discard a card, of course, but... we could actually attack. Why not? We're going to keep God in play. Maybe opponent will use some type of damage preventer or whatever. Oh, good. So yeah, let's just go and try extensions. So, authorize client. So for some reason token it like wasn't working. So yeah, we don't have any planeswalkers, which is a fine thing. So let's just see. Target permanent, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Add this on permanent to control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of the turn. It's not going to work for this one. Creatures enchant player controls, because it's enchant player. It's not going to work for the hexproof, only for creatures. Awesome. So using this craziness and turning the game completely upside down. Awesome. We have a lot of big things in here. Puja! Overwhelming Splendor. It's definitely going to be overwhelming for the opponent to lose. This one is going to lose flying. Everything is going to kind of go sideways. It's just not going to work. It's not working. So everything should work. Having any issues. Okay, let's just try to turn it off. Turn it on. Log into configure. Go and set as a component. Drag and drop is select component as a default prime. Seriously? Okay, let's attack with full force. Opponent will block, probably prevent damage. Nope, opponent decides not to. Interesting. Yeah, we're winning the game. Component placed in a region are likely to be obscured by the video player controls. Oh, okay. Considering Magic, we're definitely going to place the cup somewhere in here. Like, and it's not going to save. Yep, so we basically add it as a component, and now we're going to set the... Now it's active. Yep. Now we're going to set Deckmaster as an overlay. And continue to play and see how it actually works, and if it actually works. Yep, now we have 2 of them. Pretty good. Let me quickly check this one before launching the game. So we have Deck Hub, which will of course allow to kind of click and see. Good. And how yeah, we're going to look at this in the next match. Continuing. So again, I'm kind of trying to figure out how to implement Deckmaster into Magic Arena and keep it like relevant with the Deck Hub to make sure that they're going to work both. So far they're working both, which is pretty cool. So again, we added this as a component. Definitely keeping this hand, it's a pretty sick one. Yeah, today's session is going to be super weird. I mean, we played one match, we're probably going to play a couple of more, and then we're going to end the session on that. It's kind of a test one, I mean, oh yeah, if something is a component, it can't be moved. It stands still. Okay. Now we know. Okay, right here we need to put something blue. Enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Yeah, for now we're not going to kill this one, we're going to wait. Yahoo! So you're actually able to see those now. Sick. But I still can't see in the graveyard though. Still can't see into the graveyard. Ah, because we don't have any graveyard, that's why. Okay, cool. Oh, this is our turn? Sorry about that. Not our turn, but the opponent is acting. Yeah, for now we're going to skip that one. I guess we're not going to waste Lightning Strike to kill the freaking Zealot, so let's hope that the opponent is going to put something bigger there. Okay, draw the cards. Not our turn, but the opponent is acting. Unfortunately, usually I don't have that much time to do all these things that I'm doing right now. So sometimes you have to do this during the stream. But again, like whatever. There's no one to watch, so it doesn't matter even if I'm doing this. Like, I get if we had some viewers, maybe that way it wouldn't be a good thing to do. But since we don't have, so we can do whatever we want. And no one is going to say anything, which is a good thing. But the only not good thing about it that we're alone. Okay, yeah, it's time to kill the Zealot. Screw it. Oh, what the heck. By the way, a quick update on my avatars that I talked about previously. So, basically, this Friday, I'm officially on Russian streams. First, I'm going to implement these guys. So basically, the Tony in this size as these emoticon cards. I'm finished working with Tony, so the only thing that left is print them. There are a couple of emotes that I need to kind of change a bit to make them a little bit like the proper looking. Because I figured out like I made a couple of mistakes there that I need to cover. Okay, so that means that we're just going to wait. Sec. Again, forgot to drink tea during the game switch. Okay, half of the session is now already passed, and we won one match so far. Confusingly give away the key that was not needed. Got it back apparently. But we need to be still careful to giving away this key to someone else, because this key is kind of not 100% is probably used, but still. Okay, right now it's better to put this one in play, because next turn we want to play this. And since opponent still has nothing there, we're just going to continue. Because we can't play anything. Okay. Super cool animation. So what I talked about though, yeah, I tried to. So now we actually have cards on the graveyard. So let's just see if it actually works. Graveyard, click to view. Why I'm still not seeing it though? So I'm clicking to view graveyard, but I'm not able. Oh, that's how it views. So right here graveyard goes there, and right here it goes there. So that means that this thing is actually not 100% properly works here. The deck hub thing. It's like we need to move it. I don't know. We definitely need to think about like moving deck hub into a different place. Okay, wait a sec. Right now we have more than enough, so let's just put this one in play. With some white. So right now we have to choose. Either we're putting this land in play and it's going to enter the battlefield tapped, or we're still going to be able to use this if opponent decides to attack us. Yep, let's just put this one for now. Yeah, pretty cool. So we're actually able to see the cards in here. Awesome. It actually works pretty sick. We're even able to see our lands. It's super laggy though. I mean, because my computer doesn't work right with all of these things right away. Reposition component. Yep, let's just reposition it a little bit to the side. Somewhere here. So right now I need to find a proper position for the deck hub now. Okay, it's not probably the best position for it. It all depends how you watch it. If you watch it in full screen, it's perfect position. If you're not watching it in full screen, it's not. Okay, first Blitzwalker is down.
Gods can protect you now.
Gods can protect you now.
You came here with a plan.
I could use deck hub. Let's just put deck hub in a left top corner where it's probably supposed to be. Let's try it there. Yeah, it will cover my face partially if it's going to be opened, but so freaking what? I'm not that important to. It's not going to. No, it's even going to cover my face a little bit, even if you're going to put it in the full. But it's still fine. I mean, it's better than put it to the left. Okay, let's just steal Nicola without any doubts. Opponent not going to be able to counter it, so we're fine. Opponent probably stole our cast out and stole with our own cast out. I kind of missed something. So apparently opponent did this. So opponent used cast out with Nicola Bolas and we lost it. Lost our Ascante, but it's still fine. It still works fine. Yeah, let's just keep it out there. I kind of like it out there. Yeah, it's going to cover a little bit but not fully. It will cover the camera. Superb! So now we have 2 extensions on the stream. Awesome. So from now on we have 2 extensions and people could look at our decks that we are playing fully, and people could just look at the state of the game itself, like what's out there. Oh snap, what the heck is this? Enter the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of the target's opponent's library, exile one of them face down, then put the rest on the bottom of the player's library in random order. You may look at and cast that card 1 for as long as it remains exiled. This is bad. And spend mana through if you have any type of mana into the spell. Opponent has enough mana, so that means that if opponent choose a planeswalker, we might be in trouble. We might be in pretty big trouble. So for now, I believe opponent has probably counterspell. So because of this, I don't want to cast any planeswalkers, and let's cast the Oath of Teferi, which opponent is actually not countered it, which is fine. Let's re-enter White Spell, because we might kill this creature once it will attack. As long as this creature is in game. So if we're going to kill it, opponent not going to be able to cast it. It's kind of a question right now. So you may look at cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. So yeah, even after this lord will die though. So even if we're going to kill it right now, and we will, unless opponent has a counter spell again. It's a pretty weird game. I mean, it's truly a weird game. I don't care about that one. We accomplished pretty big. We actually accomplished a lot in this session. The first part of the session, oh snap, come on. In the first part of the session, we finished study Unlimited set, the first set of Magic, which was pretty cool. We went through the whole 3rd page pretty quickly. And even though, considering the fact that at the beginning we talked about a lot of things regarding certain abilities for half an hour, and then in the remaining half an hour we finished the whole page, which was pretty cool. Apparently page didn't have that many cards. Because of this, we finished it pretty quickly. Oh snap. At the beginning of event step, each opponent discard a card. Oh, this is pretty bad. We definitely need to discard a planeswalker, and at this point the only planeswalker that we could discard definitely would need instants and spells there in order to recast them back and kill something big in the future. But the problem is we don't have any we don't have 3 reds. Because of this, we need to discard Jaya. If we had 3 reds, then we would of course discard Nisa, but Nisa is something that we potentially will play next turn. Unless we're going to keep Verdict to kill the opponent, this creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. So since we need something to discard next turn, we're not going to play Treasure Map, we're going to discard it next turn, in case opponent is going to keep that one alive. Because of course we could think, okay, we will play that and we have enough mana to utilize this and this at the same time. But I'm afraid opponent could like do something, and yeah. For instance, counter Divine Verdict, and then we have to discard a card, and the only card to discard that we have is Nissa, and I don't want to discard her, so we better keep Treasure Map for now. Oh my god, it's coming! The Scorpion is coming! It follows my arrow. Oh, why are you not following the path? Seriously? Come on, Scorpy. Follow the path, idiot. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Goodbye. We're going to see you in a bit from here. From there's. We're playing against King Misfit. Okay, so yeah. Discard a card. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, planeswalker, then discards a card. Here, return creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to a hand, then just throw a card. When you cast Balls Planeswalker, exile. Yeah. Okay. So now let's hope that we're going to use Divine Verdict and actually kill this thing. So yeah. Let's hope that the opponent is not going to force us to discard any more cards. You gotta be kidding me. Wait a minute, we already... Oh, opponent probably brought it back from the graveyard. Yeah, opponent still has the ability to cast at least 2 cards from our deck, which is pretty bad. Freely. Hopefully the first card is pointless and opponent's not casting it yet because of it. And hopefully the second card is not going to be a Planeswalker. Because if it's going to be a Nicola, this is going to be pretty bad. Wait a minute. So opponent didn't attack. Okay, this is pretty bad. I mean, that is the reason why opponent didn't attack. Because opponent afraid that we might remove 5/5. This is bad. So now we need to choose what to discard. If we're going to discard Divine Verdict, that means that we're not going to be able to kill creatures opponent will attack us with. But the problem is, opponent is not going to attack us because opponent knows what type of deck we have. So because of this, Divine Verdict is probably a logical thing, and playing Nisa in order to look through the library, it's kind of a better choice at this point. Okay, we're going to keep land. Or what the heck? We're not. Pay 1, cancel. Let's just pay all mana to put Nisa in play. So how many we need to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's going to be killed. Again, the only reason why I'm putting her in play is probably...
Your aggression will not be tolerated.
It would be awesome if we could untap 2 big lands and attack with them, but it's pointless. Let's just go with +2. No, let's just go with 0. +2, it's pointless. But again, the only reason for 0 is if we control their... If we're going to have a Scarab God. And it's so freaking random, then it's better to just scry. That way at least we will be able to control something. We're definitely going to lose this game, like no matter what. Okay, we will be able to put her in play. We don't need this. Draw of Temptation. Although Draw of Temptation kind of an interesting thing. No, we don't have time to utilize it. Chandler at least will be able to help us to kill some creatures, so keep Chandler on top. Oh, we're actually able to play 2. Which is pretty sick. Let's just try again. Nisa will become even stronger.
The world has shown you the way.
Yeah, we not need that. Okay, so far so good. So that means even if opponent decides to attack with this guy, and with this, Nisa will still be alive. So she kind of pretty interesting destruction at this point. So opponent definitely will attack at this point. The good thing is that now we have no cards to discard, and there's no cards that will do something if we not able to discard a card, such as a curses. Good, we have 2 active extensions. So yeah, again, we accomplished 2 awesome things today. We added the additional extension, figured out that it works, awesome. The second thing that we added, it works with Magic Arena. And the second cool thing that we finished today is we finished in the first part of the session. What is damage equal to the target of number of cards in your hand? Discard all those cards and you draw new. Seriously?
You will not win.
Okay,
You did not frighten me.
that was pretty nice. It doesn't matter, we still have a Planeswalker that will allow us to kill at least 2-3. Unless opponent has a counter spell. Opponent had a lot of destroyers there. Good thing that we don't have creatures, so this is kind of semi-removal deck, and we don't have any creatures, so opponent not able to remove them. What the heck is happening? Opponent allows us to... Okay, we're going to take this. Because we might need third red. Oh, snap. So, opponent actually casted our own spell and removed Chandra from the top of our library. Seriously? Oh, we have to quit this game. We're not going to be able to win it. I mean, the only way how we could win this game, or at least turn this game around, if we're going to get Nicole and use double ability of Oath of Teferi. The only thing that kind of awesome here is Oath of Teferi that will allow us to use multiple abilities. Other than that, we're losing, no doubt. Just no freaking no doubt. Again, hopefully today's session is not the last session we're going to play Singleton. This session is pretty weird. I mean, I'm kind of all over the place and not necessarily focused on the game. That was a lot. I'm kind of tired, and after I'm going to finish playing, we'll continue to work on avatars. So again, I finished all things regarding Tony, so I will hopefully be able to implement Tony on Friday on streams. And right now I'm working on the same 24 emotes for emotes/cards. I'm going to call them cards, card emotes, for streaming on YouTube that I will launch on like at the beginning of September. So I'm actually looking forward to it, and because of this I have a lot of things to do. So I made 24 emoticons or emotes for emote cards for Tony, for Twitch streams, for all Twitch streams. It will work for creative streams, it will work for magic streams, and etc., which is awesome. And also right now I'm doing the same thing for body. Seriously, new version. Right now I'm working on the same 24 emotes for body and Barry on YouTube, which is a YouTube only avatar. And the problem with Barry, he's a little bit more complicated. He is constantly wearing glasses, and because he's constantly wearing glasses, there's a lot of kind of things that I need to add glasses to, and they're not necessarily easy to add. And also I need to redo all the same avatars or all the same cards with a different design, and it's just much harder because it takes time. It definitely takes time. But it's going quicker than I thought, which is still a good thing. Okay, we definitely need to search for red. Scooby-Doo. So yeah, on Friday I'm planning to start to implement Tony emotes. Again, quickly look like they're going to look a little bit much cleaner. This is a sketch version. It's pretty bad, and it was printed in a printer without black paint, so that was a pretty weird thing. So the final designs are much more clean, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Again, right now, nowadays I have a lot of things to do in terms of the creative things, and I need to prepare a lot of things before September and October, because from September to November I'm going to launch a lot of new stuff. I mean, these are the 3 months that I'm going to launch a lot of new things and bring back a lot of things that I stopped. Like it's just kind of over the top stuff. Okay, we could keep this as a removal, but let's just strike. We have enough removal. We have massive removal here. Okay, so looking forward to launch all these new things, because this is one of the things that helps me to be motivated, to stay motivated. No, seriously, we're not getting mana. This is bad. Hopefully at some point we will be able to use Fumigate and destroy all small tokens, but at this point, yeah, we're going to skip that one. Let's hope that opponent is going to attack with 2-3 next turn and we'll be able to kill it. This one is kind of better, so let's just cast this one first, and next turn we will... Yeah, because we need to produce additional mana, which we don't have. It's much more relevant at this point than use Gideon's Reproach on 2-3, which is something that we will do next turn. Let's hope that the opponent is not going to put anything else that could give artifacts +1/+1. I don't believe that there's any other creatures like this. We have creatures that could reduce the cost of the artifacts, they are there. But there's no more artifacts of that kind that could give +1/+1 to each artifact. Opponent although could have something that could give all creatures of certain type +1/+1. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what is this? Enters the battlefield, get artifact you control becomes a creature with the base power and toughness 5/5 for as long as this one remains on the battlefield. Seriously? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, we're going to lose this match too. Yeah, we're going to lose, I guess we're going to play just only one Singleton, so we're playing right now either till 3 losses or 7 wins. So this is going to be our second loss and 1 loss more and we're done. So the only hope that I have is we're going to be able to use Fumigate next turn. And we will. Awesome. So for now, this is the only thing that we can do. Use Fumigate. Unfortunately, it's not an instant, so we're not going to be able to wait for longer. But it's a good way for us to kind of turn things upside down and hopefully turn the game a little bit in a different direction. Let's hope that the opponent doesn't have anything that could prevent this from being casted. There's nothing there. Unless... prevent all damage? No. Water. And we're going to gain 4 lives. Why? Why? Put into grab from the battlefield. Oh, cool. Pretty interesting artifact though. I mean, opponent still has creatures to attack us with, which is a problem. And this thing will force opponent to attack these things. But again, we still have some removal, we still have some thing that could help us to make this game a little bit longer and gain back lost lives and prevent the opponent from attacking. And also opponent starting to lose a card advantage each turn. We easily could remove Ballista. Although the problem with killing or removing Ballista from the game, it's always a bad thing to do. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Because once you will target Ballista, opponent could freely remove counters from it and redistribute the damage equals to amount of counters, which is one of the most annoying things in this Ballista. So if I decide to use Gideon's Reproach on it, it kind of seems pointless. Okay, so okay. So at this point, counters will still be there. Okay. Opponent could pay 4 to put additional counter on it. So yeah, we're going to aim on using Gideon's Reproach on Ballista next turn. Because of this, I decided to do that. And also, I believe we need to do this thing with sacrificing. Tap 2. No, later. We need additional land for it. So we could do this and actually destroy one of these things. So sacrifice a desert, exile all cards from all graveyards. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more artifacts. This is something that we definitely need to do. So we're going to get right now a thing, then we're going to tap it and destroy this. And I guess opponent already knows that we're going to do that, so... Good. So sacrifice. Goodbye. We don't want for the opponent to get additional things. So we need to keep at least one white. And since we have now additional mana to use Gideon's Reproach next turn, we'll be able to do that. And now we need to think what we need to search for. So, in terms of the colors. Actually, any type of color we could use. I mean, we need something blue. We need something. Let's just take blue. We have swamp. We have blue. So if we will get a Bolas, we'll be able to use it. So there's a lot of things that we'll be. Oh, it actually enters the battlefield untapped. Cool. We could bluff that, like that we have counter spell. Skibbity papoom, skibbity papoom. Okay. Okay. 5/5 crew. So opponent actually will be able to crew it. If opponent will crew it with Walking Ballista and this thing next turn. No. Let's just try to kill Ballista. Force opponent into sacrificing her and dealing 2 damage to us directly. Because Gideon's Reproach can be used on 5/5, of course. So next turn we're probably going to play Overwhelming Splendor. Let's hope that opponent is not going to have a counter spell. Yeah, this is the problem. Killing Walking Ballista, it's kind of not killing Walking Ballista. The only thing that he do while killing Walking Ballista is forcing her or it to use its counters. That's it. So almost each spell that you cast towards Walking Ballista is just kind of forcing the action that Ballista will perform at some point either way. Yeah, my head is kind of super aching. Started at least to ache. I feel tension. Pretty weird tension. That was a long day today. It doesn't change the fact that we did a lot of awesome things today, which is awesome. And day is not over yet. I will continue to work on things after this session will be finished. What is search for Oksana? Yeah, we don't need any lands. There we go. Oh snap! Look what we freaking have. We definitely need to cast Nicola. Like, there's no even freaking question. And we have exactly what we need for it. I guess after this, opponent was just going to forfeit the game, potentially. Because, come on. Once this guy enters the battlefield, enters play, it's almost pointless to fight against him. Oh snap, enters the battlefield. Superb. Now we get a creature to protect ourselves. And we actually may pay 3 and create top tier artifact creature with flying, which we will do next turn, not now. We will be able to do that, yeah? Each, like, whatever we want. Good. Awesome. Even if opponent is going to put some artifact in play and crew this thing, we still will be able to block it with 1/1 colorless top tier and keep this 2/3 in play for now. Yeah, if opponent doesn't have any plan, we're pretty close to winning this one. Although it's pretty far to say that, like we have 8. But the thing is, like, considering what we have in our hand, it's freaking sick. I mean, once we will put this one in play, flyers are going to be irrelevant. We need 1 land for it, which we will already have, so next turn definitely we're going to put Splendor in play. Opponent's not going to be able to counter it. Deals that much damage to it. Okay. We're going to pay. I guess it's going to die. Opponent might pay 3 and kill it. Yep. Good. Good. We still will be able to use Overwhelming Splendor though, in a good fashion, next turn. No matter what. Okay, this is interesting. And we're going to lock. I don't want to lose anything from there. Again, we don't need creatures. Oh yeah, this is something that we need to keep on top of our library. Seriously? We don't have enough lands? Why? This is bad. Okay, that means they will continue to go with +2. Hopefully we'll get something flying. Yeah! Damn! How freaking lucky we got. Draw a card if you control 3 artifacts, draw 2. Nope, we don't, so go. Just create a creature with flying that will be able to block. Now we could put this one and make this one smaller, which is the thing that we will do. I guess I'm not the only one who plays Planeswalker decks in Singleton. I guess we have a lot of people who play Singleton and choose Planeswalker decks there, because it's a perfect format for Planeswalkers, I believe. And we still will be able to use Settle the Wreckage in case opponent will perform something crazy, like put 20 creatures with haste and attacking. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, okay, it's fine. We could allow that without any problems. It's actually good. The more creatures opponent will put in play, the better for us. That means that it's highly likely we'll be able to do stuff. We need to think what to use with Nicola though. Exile each non-land permanent your opponent controls. I want to use -12 at some point. I never used it. It's pretty cool, massive board wipe. What this rod does, with -9 at the beginning of each end step, search your library for a permanent card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Oh, interesting. So opponent actually pretty close to killing us. It's pretty far to crew 5/5. But again, this is an artifact deck. Why would you attack? I will still block. I don't know. I don't know what this is all about. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, this is something that we need. So at this point, let's put this one in play right first. For that, of course, we need to pay everything that we have. It's an interesting, like, the last couple of games, this card is deciding factor. At least the way that I remember. Opponent has something there. Okay, let's think how we're going to use Planeswalkers. So right here we're probably going to... We could actually, before doing this, we could draw cards and we control 3 artifacts. At that point we could draw 3 cards instead, or 2 cards instead. We didn't do that. But we'll continue to produce actually creatures. It's better for us. Okay, opponent decides to sacrifice things. It's fine. Okay, we'll continue to go with +2. Hopefully we'll get something big. Whenever creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get... Cool. Then we will go another +1.
My device is finished. That's all you.
And let's just gain 2 lives and draw cards because we need gain lives. If opponent will utilize some combinations that will result in losing life, we could pretty quickly die, so... Yeah, we better not attack because, again, opponent could put in place something. Opponent could remove one of our creatures and then put something big, crew 5/5 and attack, and we're not going to be able to block. So because of this, we better keep those guys here. So enters the battlefield, 3/2. Okay, it's fine. Cool thing is that now all oh no, it's actually not going to work now because again all of these cards now losing all these abilities, which is pretty sick. So next turn we will go with 0 with Tizrat in order to draw 2 additional cards because now we have a lot of artifacts under our control. Unless opponent, of course, will quit. Yep. Opponent decides to forfeit the game, which seems like a smart decision at this point. Yeah, we're not losing yet. I thought that we're actually going to lose this match. This is the problem with Singleton. We can't just quit in the middle of the Singleton. We kind of have to continue to play. Let's just continue to play. Because again, we might play, we possibly playing Singleton for the last time in months, because the first time that I played Singleton, I thought, okay, we'll continue to play Singleton from now on, but then, oh, we're playing against Jace Belland, the actual one. It's a pretty cool hand. It's actually a super awesome hand. So we will be able to play this one. We need second plane to do this. Oh, snap. Oh, creature card. We don't have though. We don't have those. We have 0 creature cards here. It's one of the awesomest stuff that we have here. So yeah, what else we could talk about? What else we could talk about though? Perfect. Perfect. So for now we're going to focus on islands. I wanna... By the way, opponent knows what we have. We don't even need to bluff. The opponent doesn't know that we have this plane and the Dovan. The rest, the opponent knows what we have, so... Okay, we actually need lands, so let's just keep it on top of our library. So these 3 cards opponent aware of, and these 3 cards opponent unaware of. Okay, this one will go into the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually will need it. Put a swamp, and it's time to play Dolphin. And
Your
go
odds of winning
with...
are infinitesimal.
Yeah, I don't believe that opponent has some removals
Your
for the
options are
Planeswalkers.
decreasing.
Because of this, we will go with +1 for now. There is a Ruska Contempt that will allow opponent to kill a Planeswalker right away. I don't believe that opponent is actually going to have any creatures, but we still need to have some type of removal. We don't have any. So, we better have. Yeah, for now, let's just go with +1/+1. We don't have troubles with life. For now, let's just put off of Teferi, for now, in order to use Dolphin for the second time. Just bring back something white. And now let's just go with -1.
Advantage mine.
Since now we're able to use 2. Oh snap, we actually have a creature. The only creature that we have, opponent might actually like force us to discard. Hopefully opponent's not going to do that. I guess this is one of the decks when opponent is basically gathering mana and then utilizing some type of big combination, and we're dying. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Let's keep Chandra. She's kind of cool. I'm not going to be able to play her yet. Okay, putting a land in play. Let's just put Scarab God in play. Oh no. This and this. And let's just double -5 this, because we don't have another choice. But double -5 it. -3. Oh, let's just go with -1. Skibbity popoom, skibbity popoom. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, the extensions working pretty cool. We'll be able to see the game. How can I see my personal graveyard though? We actually need different colors, so let's just put it in our graveyard. Okay. Things are getting weird.
You're only making it worse.
Your opponent can't untap more than 2 permanents during their untap step. This is actually pretty cool.
Such weakness is amusing.
But right now the only thing that we could do... For now let's just put Scarab God. Although I believe opponent is just going to remove it from the game right away. Not that big of a problem. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to block neither 2, 4, nor 2, 5, which basically means that Dolphin is going to lose 4, which is bad. Oh, I wish we had some type of a damage dealer. That could actually kill one of those guys, but we don't. A shame. Again, Dovin works fine. Usually, like, I'm using this Planeswalker usually as a distraction. He's here to distract. Whenever this one attacks, you may pay X. When you do return target card with combined mana cost X from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, that kind of not cool. I'm actually going to kill it right away. Yep, we're definitely going to kill it. Oh, not that fast, man. You kill my creature, I'm killing your creature. My creature will return, your creature not. Okay, graveyard. This is not the type of land that we need. Oh snap. Yeah, we finding ourselves in quite a predicament. I mean, we still have more than enough lands, which is good. We still could continue to play Scarab God for now, to basically lure out all things that opponent might have in terms of removal. This is the safe time to play removal, I believe.
You're only making it worse.
And again, we'll still maintain him alive, which is good. He still will be alive. Going to play this. This will give us the mana that we don't have, which is good. The only problem, we need to get there by tapping it 3 times. So we need at least 3 turns to do that. 4. And only on 4th turn we'll be able to use it. As I properly understand it though. Good. Good. Oh no! Pixel! I mean, not Pixel, but this curve has bracketing. It breaks! By the way, the program that I'm streaming with now, Recentral 4, got updated. I have a choice to update it, but the thing is, I believe if I'm going to update it, my capture card will start detecting by this program, and if this will happen, I will use all stream setup that I have here. This is one of the reasons why, like, once this program is actually deleted or like uninstalled, you have to completely redo everything. Okay, we need to keep that one for later. We need Planeswalkers too. We don't have double. Yeah, we're actually not going to be able to use Chandra, so let's just discard Chandra. Although Chandra is something that will help us to kill 2/4 at some point. Yeah, let's just discard this one. We don't have troubles with lands yet. Okay, getting our approach kinda cool. Since we're not able to use Chandra yet, we might kill 5/4 with it. Draw. The cool thing is now we're actually able to bring something big back. So we're able to bring this one back from the graveyard. But it's kind of pointless creature at this point, although it has Death Touch. So what? We have a lot of flyers that we can block, so... Oh, we're actually able to play Chandra. Okay, let's play Chandra then. She will be mostly played as a destruction. Probably not the wisest choice to make, but still a choice. So Dovin will die 100%. Because of this, I'm going to go with -2.
This should help.
-1. I need more cards. And with -3 to this.
Such weakness is amusing.
Okay, and with Chandra, we're going to go with +2 and deal 2 damage. And with -3 and kill 5/4.
Yep, you're flammable.
And since we can't block with the god, we're going to attack with it. Opponent might... no, not going to block. We're just completely fine. Oh, my papa. Skibbity papoom, skibbity papoom. Yeah, we kind of extended the session a little bit, but again, it's a singleton. We might be playing it for the last time in long time, because after we played singleton for the first time, it was removed for probably a couple of months, and it was pretty frustrating, or for a month at least. By the way, in terms of events, they talked about. They talked with us about the fact why events are going through these type of rotations, because they can't allow too many events in the game. I guess, I don't know why exactly, it seems logical, but personally I don't think that it's something that I would kind of... Okay, awesome. We're going to steal away 5/5. Okay, opponent returns it back. Not so fast, man. It's going to be returned either way, so... And let's just return this guy instead of allowing your opponent to return it. Oh, this is the return steal. Damn, that was sick. I mean, come on, how awesome is that? Enters the battlefield, you may destroy another target creature, yep. And we're going to gain 5 lives. That was sick combination, man. Like, graveyard. Transform. Bottom. That was the sickest combination ever. I mean, we used all of our mana before our own step, but how cool is that? Huh? That was awesome. I mean... Oh, that was awesome. If I didn't have if I didn't be so tired, I would, even if I had the avatars like the printed already, I would definitely we're on fire, something like this. Like, okay, opponent continues to bring a lot of big guns. Still, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Yeah, we might do that, but for now let's just do this. We still have a braid. Oh snap. Yep, we're going to keep that one. It's definitely something that we need to use right now. So that's it, we're winning, I guess. So hopefully we will be able to use all of the mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're not. So that means we just have to play this. Make this 5/5 super small. and opponent probably will give up after this. Oh snap! Ugh. Opponent has to block Scarab God. Nope. And maybe opponent still has something to kill us. Don't forget that there is one spell that could kill us. Pay X and destroy opponent. We have a lot of permanents and cards to discard, so we might be saved by the bell. Yeah, opponent definitely has this one killable card. No. Additional cost to sacrifice the creature. And it doesn't matter, we're still winning. Okay, we don't need that. Pretty sick. And of course now we just play Nicola and we're winning the game. No matter what. That's just no way.
Praise me. A wonderful addition to my army. A mind is an easy thing to waste.
That was pretty cool. Good game. For me, it was a good game for me, but not necessarily a good game for the opponent. But still, opponent did everything that he or she can. Jace did everything that he can, because in most cases, opponent had like us at probably 6 life or 5 or something like this. It was pretty close to killing us, or it was in the previous game. I don't remember. Yeah, we continue winning. It's weird. We have to lose matches and instead we continue winning. It seems kind of a weird thing. The same actually, we had the same problem in the previous session. We planned to play previous Russian session on Friday for about 2 hours. This is the maximum for my streams at this point. And instead we played for about 5 and plus hours, or in about 5 hours, because we started second Singleton, and throughout the whole session we played 2 runs in Singleton. One of the reasons why runs in Singleton sometimes become super long is when you play Planeswalker decks. This is the one reason. Of course, if you would play something aggressive, you wouldn't have that time. I don't know. I love Singleton. Singleton is my favorite format, like truly, because most of the Singleton runs, I didn't play that many runs in Singleton, but most of the Singleton runs that I'm playing so far, I feel super comfortable. I mean, games are not super easy, but they're not super mega super hard. We have a lot of awesome unique plays, we have awesome and unique combinations, and so far this is my favorite format. So that means that probably once Brawl will enter, I will love it too. Although it's going to be a little bit limited, because Brawl limited only by a limited format. It actually looks like a Brawl, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the actual rules, but this format actually seems like a Brawl. I need to think, either use Cast Out as a Cast Out or actually cycle at this point. We have more than enough mana, I wouldn't want to cycle. The only reason to cycle at this point is to get some type of removal. But again, it's pretty weird. In order to get removal, you will cycle removal. I'd rather use this removal to steal things, so... Oh yeah. This is definitely something that needs to be stolen. Yeah, we're definitely going to steal Pia next turn then. We're not able to play this one, we don't have enough lands, so... Of course we could put Dawn in play, but the problem, we're going to lose it pretty quickly, so for now, let's steal. We could steal her later, but at this point let's just steal it now. Still a pretty bad situation, but usually this is the thing with this deck. Usually I'm losing most of the match, and towards the end of the match I'm turning the clock, and time basically now on my side. Okay, now it's time to play Dovin. We're actually now able to do that. Of course we could keep that one, but we need red one. We need red to put Temptation in play and produce more and more mana, because we definitely have problems with mana. So for now we're waiting for red.
Your success is mathematically unlikely.
Your success is mathematically unlikely.
Impudent.
Who? I don't get what he said. Buddy. The last sip of tea. Oh snap. So what? You're going to kill Dovin. This is the only thing that you can do. I still have Ungrasp. Not going to be able to steal it. So next turn we will keep Divine Verdict to remove Glorybringer. So that means that we're not going to play anything, and we're going to lose 3 lives. Why would you do that?
That strike can be
Oh, that's right. Okay, I wish we had cast out though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we're going to pay 3, we're going to left with 3 only. Yep, not enough, so yep, we're not playing anything, keeping Divine Verdict and killing Glorybringer once opponent will attack. Opponent might not attack with Glorybringer. I guess the safest choice for the opponent is just to attack with Pyromancer and Artifact, because attacking with Glorybringer seems unwise. Especially considering the fact that, like, us potentially could have Settle the Wreckage. And if I have Settle the Wreckage, then opponent will lose all of his creatures or her creatures. I'm playing, by the way, against Zenki Matsumoto. Okay. Zenki Matsumoto. Zenki Matsumoto! I don't remember when the last time I actually watched anime. Okay, we can't play anything, which is a problem. So for now, the only thing that could save us... Okay, no, we're going to keep white, because we might bluff into... Settle the Wreckage. So, most of my years, I didn't wanna... Okay, we're 100% going to play that. No freaking... Sick. Yeah, most of my life, I kind of neglected anime for some reason. I don't know why, because when I was little, I actually watched my first anime and I loved it, Candy Candy. But then I kind of drifted away from it because I didn't knew that there was anime at that point. I just thought that it was a cartoon created by, I don't know, different country. So, yeah. What was that? Okay, opponent probably dealt 2 damage to us. Okay, so opponent actually might kill us next turn, which is a problem. So opponent has enough to use some type of big damage dealer, and 3 damage definitely need to be... Oh snap. Okay, good game, we're losing. If opponent is definitely going to have something like lightning... No. Something that could deal damage, we could lose right now. Or something with haste will enter the battlefield, we're done. It's pretty a shame because we were pretty close to winning the game. I mean, we were so freaking close to winning the game. If I'd use +1... Oh, snap. Okay. Yep. Okay, it's actually a good thing. We have to lose. It's at least something. Because we're constantly winning and winning, we need to lose. Yeah. One loss left before ending this session. So yeah, I kind of just decided to talk about anime for some reason, I don't know why. Because this Yoshimoto reminded me of anime for some reason. Okay. Sarkhan Boyle. Yeah, so... And then a couple of years ago, I felt like I need to give a chance. I need to give an anime a chance. Because again, the last time that I watched anime was Candy Candy, like when I was a little kid. Probably till the 5th grade, I don't know, or till something like this. It was a super long time ago. So yeah. And we're playing against Woodrose. And again, at that point, I didn't even knew that there was the actual like anime category. I thought that again it was just a regular cartoon. But then one of my friends started to watch anime like on a constant basis, and he talked about it a lot and just like talked that it was awesome, it was awesome, and I like it's your thing, it's not mine. Yeah, I have a lot of things to watch, and usually I watch only series of different kind. I love the real stuff. I'm usually not looking at cartoons at all. But then I started to watch a lot of cartoons. I got to the certain stage that I wanted to watch a little bit more cartoons that I watched before. We don't have any planes. So be careful with it. Oh snap, that was a mistake. Probably should put a swamp. Okay, whatever. So yeah, and about the time that I started to watch cartoons, especially like I always loved Disney cartoons, especially 3D ones, not 2D ones. 2D ones are fine too, but 3D ones are the ones that are basically interested me in pursuing art eventually, because they were pretty inspiring, especially Pixar movies and etc. Something like this. Okay. Okay. We either might play Gideon, or it's better to actually do this. Come on, man. Ugh, I'm constantly sneezing. Probably a little bit dusty in here. Yeah, we're losing this game too. I guess I just forfeited by making stupid decisions. I guess we could play Gideon, but again, to play Gideon would be a stupid thing to do, because again, we could play Gideon, we could put prevent all damage from 3-3. That way we didn't lose that much health, but again, we're pretty close to losing at this point, no matter what we're going to play. Approach to the second sun could be a good idea, but the thing is we're not going to be able to utilize it properly, so for now the only thing that we can do is just to play Gideon, utilize its ability either for +1 or 0. I guess better to utilize +1. That's it? We can't play anything else? Seriously? We don't have time enough. Yeah, we don't have enough mana for Dovin. Oh snap. I probably misplayed. Probably should pay regular white to play Gideon and then play Dovin for this. Oh, we wouldn't have money either way. Yeah, for now we need to prevent all damage that's going to be dealt by this. It's the only way for us to survive.
I don't think so.
But I guess we're going to lose that one too. So yeah, and then a couple of years ago I started to watch anime pretty like crazy. I mean, I watched not that many of the animes, but I actually kind of get hooked. And I watched a couple of awesome ones. One of the reasons why I decided to watch them, I guess, is to get inspired. Because before that, I don't know,
You're going.
I didn't have an urge into watching anime. But then I got, I don't know, I lost the touch with seriouses. I didn't get any inspiration from them, and I didn't thought like I had a lot of ideas anymore at that point. And I know that one of the awesomest things about anime, of course we lost that way, similar way that we lost in the previous one, is, yeah, one of the awesomest things about anime, they're producing so many different animes that they basically, and they're closing them after one season without realizing all of their potential. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Oh snap. It's not a mythic, no? No. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand. If cards with 5 or 1 different current mana costs are exiled with this gateway, you gain 5 life and top that one and transform it. And once you will transform it, yep, we remember that one. It's rarely used, but pretty cool one. And battlefield tap, enters the battlefield tap, return unless you pay 1. Yep, cool. And whenever you cast the spell from your hand, reveal the top X cards of your library where X is the convert mana cost. You may cast a card revealed this way with command mana cost X or less without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in any order. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So we paid 500 and we leave left with 403 cards, which is pretty cool, still cool. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to finish talking about anime quickly in a couple of minutes, and then we're going to finish the session. We're not going to play anymore. Seriously, we won only 3 matches today? It seemed like we won a lot, but apparently not. We won 3 and we lost 3. That's completely fine. So yeah, and again, one of the problems with the anime industry, I guess, especially that I noticed, they're printing so many films, like so many animes, that basically they will constantly throw away awesome ideas, but they're not fully realizing them. And what I noticed in anime, that it's an awesome way to just basically watch all of these animes, even if they're last one season, you still will be able to get inspired from them and then use this inspiration to create something on your own. This is the only reason why I started to watch anime, and actually I wasn't disappointed. There are so many awesome and crazy ideas out there that they're basically inspiring me to do a lot of awesome stuff, and they basically refreshed my mind into not just thinking about something realistic, but actually thinking about something super like fantasy-like or sci-fi-like, and etc. Because I'm not necessarily like to watch the human representation of sci-fi, or the realistic representation of sci-fi, or the realistic representation of fantasy. The only thing that close to realism that I like, and pretty close to sci-fi, but I'm not considering it sci-fi, although it is sci-fi, is post-apocalypse. So post-apocalyptic things are the only thing that I'm super hooked in terms of like watching real series, like Walking Dead, for instance, or etc., which kind of has this little bit of fantasy element, but but at the same time sci-fi and kind of somewhere in the middle, and it's real at the same time. This is the only genre that I love the most in reality, but I'm not necessarily like to watch just strictly sci-fi created by humans. I mean, like a series. But for instance, there is a series The Expanse, and ideally I would love it. but for some reason I don't like it, because I don't know, this weird representation by humans of the space, it's weird. Mass Effect was much better because it was in kind of not realistic universe, but but at the same it was kind of in a game, I don't know, in a little bit stylized way. And the further they got, the more realistic they became, and I lost touch with it. And the same kind of goes, and the cool thing about anime that I found is it opened the door for me to finally be interested in something like sci-fi or fantasy, and at the same time keep touch with the real life, but in a little bit more stylized way. And because of this, it actually pretty crucially affected me as an artist, because now I'm completely separating all of these styles, and depending on what type of thing I'm going to work with, I'm going to work on different styles with different genres. So for instance, if I want to create something cartoonish, then I'm probably going to implement a lot of fantasy or sci-fi elements to it or whatever. If I'm going to work with something realistic, then I'm going to stay like, maybe we'll try sci-fi a little bit, but not necessarily going to implement that many of fantasy. So again, fantasy not necessarily works with reality, and sci-fi actually works with reality, but for me personally, I need to be careful where we're going to go in sci-fi, because sci-fi could be blown out of proportions and not going to feel realistic at all. For me, the good sci-fi is sci-fi that will still maintain this element of reality to it. If you're going to make it too sci-fi-ish, it's not going to work. It basically becomes a freaking fantasy in space. So, with technology or whatever. So yeah, we're going to finish on that now, because again, I could talk about this forever. This is one of the things that I would definitely will talk about at some point with, at least with, hopefully with someone at some point, once we will start to create things. But usually I'm going to keep these type of talks on creative streams, because this is the exact place to talk about these type of elements. But sometimes I will bring these topics on here on Magic streams if they're going to be relevant. So I don't know if it's relevant at this point, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's it on that note. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, have a nice day or night, and we'll see you in the next session, which again is going to be on Friday in Russian. Hopefully we will bring back not bring back, but actually we'll implement avatars. Again, all English speakers are welcome there, although it's going to be a Russian session in general, but still. We'll continue to give away the keys, and hopefully we'll give away more keys than we already give away at this point. So yep, and if not in this Friday, next Tuesday we will go in a regular thing. Maybe something will potentially get changed, because now, like right now, there's a lot of personal stuff going on outside of the streams that I can't talk about this right now, that might change things. So basically I will keep you posted in my panel tab on Twitch. My panel that basically called changes will have all information regarding the changes of streaming, but for now, like, things are kind of uncertain. For now we sticking to the schedule, but if something might happen, things might change and I might cancel some streams. So again, hopefully not, but again, you can control these type of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of it. We're not going to finish on a sad note. Let's just finish on a positive note. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for being here, have a nice day, alright, have a good time, and bye. Hopefully Tony is live again. We're constantly watching if Tony is live or not. Is he? He is.